Hi friends, I am Vijay Venkat and welcome to my YouTube channel My Education World. In this video, I am going to explain that how to design a website interface using HTML and CSS. For this, I have selected a code playground provided by NXTWAVE team. You can select any code playground as you can, but make sure that the selected one must contain the HTML and CSS coding platform. So let's get into the topic. For suppose we ought to see many website interfaces like Amazon, Flipkart, Swiggy, and so on. As we observe that there consists a heading, a paragraph, and a button. So I will make you to design a website in this video. I am going to design a website for my YouTube channel, but you can design which you need as you can. You need not do what I have done. For this, as you observe the screen, angular brace, exclamatory mark, doc type HTML, and closing angular brace, and so on up to angular brace forward slash HTML and angular brace. This is called the typical syntax of the HTML. Syntax is nothing but the rules of language. We need to follow them strictly. As we miss anything, that leads to the program to work abnormally or may not perform at all. So you need to just accept the code, and I will explain that the about the syntax in my upcoming videos. So as I told, there will be a heading and a paragraph and a button in the website interface. I am going to show how to code your website. As you see here, your code goes here. I am just removing it. In order to add a heading, first we need to add the angular braces. So here I am typing h1. This h1 tag is known as start tag of the heading, and this is the end tag of the heading. So in between them, we need to type what the heading we need to provide for the website. So as I already told that I am preparing a website for my YouTube channel, I am going to use my YouTube channel name, My Education World. So this is my heading for my website, and go to the next line, and there will be a paragraph for every heading and also a button. So similarly, I am adding a paragraph and button. So for that also we need to take the angular braces. For the paragraph, the name we should mention, that is P, and here also P. This angular brace P and angular brace is called as the start tag, and in between what we have, what we need, what we will write is called the paragraph. So I am writing just okay. Welcome to my sorry. So this is the content which I need to add to the paragraph. So now I have already added a heading and a paragraph to my website. Now I am adding a button. For that also we need to add a start tag and an end tag. For this the text will be the button itself. So in between the start tag and end tag, we need to write the text what we are using for the button. So I am writing that start learning. So this I have now created that a heading and a paragraph and a button. So you need not to be use what I have used. You can use what you wanted to. So now I will run the code and show the input. So this is called the run button. As you see on the extreme right side, we we see that heading arrived my education world and a paragraph and a button. As we observe it, the text is aligned to the extreme right side of the output space. So when we observe a website, the text will be aligned in between the website. It means the center. So I will show how to align this center to this text to the center of the output section. So in order to that, we need to use the CSS platform. CSS is nothing but cascading style sheets. That means the adding a style and additional information to the HTML syntax. If we add that, we can make the text of the HTML to look good. For this, I am opening the CSS platform. As you observe the first line at the rate import space URL rounded brackets open and so on. This is used to make our HTML text to apply the font family and the background the image etc. If we fail to use this text, the output will not arrive. So you just accept this line. I will explain about this line in my upcoming videos. So as you observe the screen below, in the third line, dot card and open flower braces and text align colon a center and semicolon and closed angular brace. This is called the one rule. We call the CSS as a set of rules. In that set of rules, this card is a one rule, and this heading and a paragraph, this button is a rule 2 and rule 3, rule 4. This set of rules we call as a CSS. So the card is a rule 1. So in the rule 1, we need to add a full stop in before the card. If we fail to mention full stop, the code will not run. So this card is called the selector name, and in between the flower braces, this text hyphen align is called the property name, and colon and I have given a space, and this center is called the property value, which we assign the property name. So you should follow these rules strictly. If we fail to follow any one of the rule, the code will not give the output correctly. So as you observe below for heading, I used color. This color property is used to change the color of the text. As you observe the color spelling COLOR. In a general way, we use the spelling of the color is COLOUR, but in this programming, if we use that U between the O and R, the code will not run. The color spelling for this coding is COLOR. Please sure that while using the spelling, we should not do any mistake in spellings. If you do so, the code will not perform normally. It may perform abnormally, and in many of the cases the code will not run. So after on the line, we have seen that font family. This property is used to change the style of the text, and the property value to be in double quotes. Make sure that if you won't use the double quotes, the code will not run. So I used here the property value as Bree Serif, and many properties are there. Roboto is there, a monotone, and many more are there. But I have used a certain word. So font weight is used to bold the letters and light the letters, so and so on. And similarly, I have used it for paragraph and a button. So if I run now, the code has not changed. Why means we have written the CSS code, but we have not connected it to the HTML. If we connected it to HTML, the code will run. So in order to connect, we use a term called attributes. These attributes are used to connect the HTML and CSS. So a particular attribute, a class, is used to connect HTML and CSS. How we connect means, for suppose here I have written the heading properties. So the color to be here, the heading is in black. So I mentioned the color to be in purple and font family and pre serif and font weight to be bold. So in order to make our heading uh, to that properties, and we need to give a space. This connectivity should be added in the start tag itself. If we add it and tag, the code will not run. Make sure that you need to add only in the start tag. So I have already told the class is the attribute to use. If I so class, after we need to keep we need to type an equal to and a double quote. In that double quote, we need to add the selector name what we had assigned in the CSS. For heading, I have assigned that heading itself. In CSS, I have added a full stop between the heading. So, but here, if we add full stop, the code will not run. Make sure that the full stop should be used before the selector name in CSS only, but not in HTML. So, I will add heading. So make sure that spelling should not be wrong as we compare to CSS, should be correct only. So when I run this, you observe that the heading color has changed to the purple and the style of the letters also, and it be some bold. In order to add it to paragraph and also to the button, we will use class attribute itself. CLS. Okay. And we have assigned the selector name as paragraph, and similarly for the button I have assigned button itself as a selector name. So when I run that, the paragraph text color has changed to the gray and the text color of the button has changed to the maroon, what I added in the CSS. Here, as you observe the card as a rule, in order to apply that, we can apply for each and every rule. So that is for heading and a paragraph and button, but it will be to see it will become clumsy. So in order to apply that property to all at once, we use the container elements called a div container. For suppose when we are changing home, that is we need to make to move our all things to one home to another home. We will take all our things to a truck and make the truck to move to our new house, or this is the general way. But we want to do that, we will take a single element, a single thing to house and come again, come back and again take another thing. This is not we will won't do this. So here also we will use a container element called div to make that property to apply to all the contents in the container, that is a heading and a paragraph and a button. So this also have to be added in the Angular base. So I am taking the Angular base and do. So when I added the start tag, we need to add a end tag also. So I'm adding the end tag do. So make sure that when you start the tag, you should end the tag. Otherwise, the code will not run and it may be run abnormally. So make sure that I'm running the code. The code has not changed. Why? Because we not connected the CSS to the HTML. So in order to connect that, we will use the class attribute. I have used the selector name before that as card. So I'm typing the card now. So when I run the code, the text has aligned to the center of the website. That is the output space. So as we observe many websites of Amazon and Flipkart and etc., we will observe a background color and a background image to that. In this video, I will explain how to add a background color to the website. So for that, I'm again coming to the CSS code platform. In this card, I am using that property to align a background color to it. So the property name of to background color is the background color itself. Oh, see here the property background color. I needed to add light yellow, for example, light yellow. Make sure that the spelling should not be mistake. If any mistake, the code will not run. So when I run, the color has changed to the yellow, light yellow. So make sure that every syntax to be followed and the spelling should not be mistake. So then only our desired outcome will arrive. So in this video, I have explained to you that how to add a heading and a paragraph and a button to our website and also a background color to our website. So in my upcoming video, I will explain that how to add a background image to our website and how to style our button. As you observe the many website, the buttons to be roundly curved and the image and a background image. So I will explain how to add them to our website in my next upcoming video. So please like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.